going on, everybody? This is John J. Gaming on the mic here, coming at you with a brand new episode of the Earlham Quakers Dynasty here on NCAA 14. We are here, we're about halfway through the season. We're currently 1-5 with a 1-2 conference record, and we're going to be taking on the Bluffton Beavers, where even though they have not had a single conference win yet this season, Kurt Hershey is going to be rocking with them. They have a C+ overall offense, B offense, C+ defense, whereas we're F's across the board with the exception of our defense. We do have a D-, but we do have a better passing offense and we have a better passing defense as well. So it's going to be an interesting one. So if you're excited about this game as well as enjoying the series, do me a favor, hit that like button, drop me a comment down below as well, and if you're brand new to the channel and like what you see, hit that subscribe button. All that only takes a few seconds. It helps grow the community that we got going on here on the John J. Gaming channel. Now let's go ahead and get this game in against the Bluffton Beavers. Let's get it. Alright, man, so we won the coin toss and we decided to defer this thing back to Bluffton, so they're going to go ahead and get the ball first. And they're going to rely on this running game, man. They have a tandem of Andre and Green. Then what they also have going is Johnson at the quarterback position as well, one of the better quarterback-halfback duos in our entire conference. So we're going to get these guys off the field. We got to make sure to key out on both those guys. And we do just that. Bring them down, baby. Let's go. What a way to start the game, Lonnie Morris. And we get the ball back, and for once, we're not down before our first offensive possession of the game. So there we go, man. Let's see if we can put in some work. As Henry B. York, he's going to throw a dot down the middle of the field. 22-yarder for the first down, man. We got 1st and 10 coming up here. Lewis going to drop back. He's looking around. Good. Somehow, I don't even know where he came from. We were just looking for somebody. Nobody came open for us, however. So, basically threw it away, man. It's incomplete. So, we got 2nd and 10 now. Matt gonna try to throw it to our man, St. Wilhelm, but it gets deflected. If he read that a little bit sooner, that could have been picked. So, we were actually very fortunate that we still have the ball right now, but still, we got 3rd and 10. Going to try to throw it over the right-hand side. We do find Adam Pitt, so first down for Earlham. We get to keep this thing alive, man, and that's the challenges of being a 20 overall squad. We are not very good whatsoever. As we fake the play action, St. Wilhelm, he gets open down the middle of the field. He picks up 12 as well. First down for Earlham. And we're on the move, man. We're on the 35-yard line already. Trying to get closer, but Matt Lewis tries to run the read option. He's dropped for a loss of 4 by Greg Williams, who read us like a book. So now we got to deal with 2nd and long now, as Lewis will drop back to pass once again. He's looking for some room to work with. Just going to go ahead and pick up a few more yards on the ground, making a more manageable 3rd down conversion for us coming up. As we're going to send Aaron Ball out in the motion on this 3rd and 8. Going to drop back. And Aaron Ball is led. Very smart play by Matt Lewis, leading him a little bit farther out so that Aaron Ball can guarantee himself a 1st down. And we keep this drive going because of that as we throw over in the middle. Henry B. York again with another catch, and he gets lit up like a Christmas tree, though. But only a 2nd and short, though, and we're getting a lot of time off the clock as well. I love to see it as we get one over to Miami Thomas. Right over the middle for a 1st down. We got 1st and goal coming up now. Got about 3 minutes left here in this first quarter already. As Lewis will drop back. Throw over the middle. Fine. Jared Crosby in the end zone. Touchdown Earlham. And we're going to take an early 7-0 lead here, man. What a great start to our guys here. 20 overall squad. Stepping up and making some plays for sure. As let's see if we can do it again on this next defensive drive. We got to stop the first time around. Let's see if we can get a couple of stops, do it 2 times in a row, and that's going to help us out. Josh Johnson couldn't deliver a good ball out there. It's incomplete. But can we get that free and out, though? 3rd and 5 coming up here. It's going to be a draw for Andre Green. We stopped him a little bit initially, but we couldn't stop him from getting that first down marker, though. So here we go. Never, first drive, and it's picked off. That is Thomas Hall that makes the interception for us. You love to see it. Great hands, too, as well. Unfortunately for us, though, we go free and out on our next drive, so we could not capitalize, unfortunately, as that is going to take us to the end of this first quarter, man. But we got a lead against a team that isn't named Transylvania, man. Looking pretty good. Is this the day we get win number 2 of the season? We got to keep it going for another 3 quarters. All right, man. Second quarter officially underway. Now let's go ahead and get to work. Starting with a 3rd down, Josh Johnson. He's got some space to work with. Breaks a tackle. Breaks a couple more and is finally brought down. Eventually a 9-yard gainer, though. But it's a fresh set of downs for the Bluffton Beavers. We got 2nd and 7 coming up. Josh Johnson dropping back. We get a hit on the quarterback, but Eric Jackson gets open a second too early. And he's able to get it off before he gets hit by our defensive line. We got 1st and 10 now. Johnson, he's broke down. That is, I believe, and Andre Johnson on our defensive line. The boys do not get much love on the defensive line, but that time around, they made a play. And so does Michael Washington, shredding off a couple of tackles and getting into the end zone. Touchdown, Beavers. And this thing's all tied up at 7 apiece now. Now here we go, man. 7-7 all. Let's see if we can get together a decent drive here. Last time out, we went free and out right after an interception too. Let's see if we can have better results this time around as Matt Lewis will drop back. Throws quickly out to the right-hand side. Finds Henry B. York for a good 18-yard gain. Good anticipation. Facing pressure too. You'll love to see it. As now 1st and 10. Gonna hit him with the play action real quick. As Lewis will drop back. Finds Adam Pitts on the right-hand side once again. Another 16-yard gain. And the Quakers are in Bluffton territory once again. Looking to retake the lead as they go over the middle. Finds Henry B. York for another 1st down once again. We're closing in on field goal range at the very least. Now at the 30-yard line. As Lewis will drop back again. Throw quickly over the middle. Finds Miami Thomas. He's going to be dragged across the 1st down marker. Shout out to that linebacker for doing the hard work for us. And we got another 1st down, man. Are we going to get another touchdown here? Going to throw to the left-hand side. Get it to Henry B. York. It's a nice little 8-yard gain. Earlham playing pretty well here to start off. You love to see it. But can we pick up this last inch? It's 3rd and inches here. St. Wilhelm going to go into the motion. Dropping back. He's looking around. Doesn't see anybody and just throws it away. But it's all good, though. We only need 1 more inch. I know we can't really run it either, and Coach wants to go for it. So that's exactly what we're going to do here. Play action. But Matt Lewis doesn't have the time to read the defense. He gets hit and is sacked for a loss of 8. And the Bluffton Beavers are going to go ahead and take over. So a very disappointing end to that drive. That was an opportunity for us to take the lead, but coaching staff got too greedy, man. Part of our house rules, we have to go for it. If Coach wants to go for it, we can only do ask Coach playing calling. And that shows there as well. I would have taken the points, but that's not what happened with us as Josh Johnson going down the sideline. And that's the most frustrating part about this defense, man. They are in the position to make plays for us, but the sad part is they weren't ready to make the tackle. Gotta be great, man. We gotta be great. And we're just not getting it right now as Bluffton's moving the ball right down our throat. We got a 2nd and 13 now coming up here. Johnson going to try to drop back to pass. Throw it over the middle to Matt Washington. Once again, this time only an 8-yard grab, but making it a much more manageable 3rd down. Michael Washington being a safety blanket for this quarterback here early. He's already got 7 catches We'll see if he adds on to it moving forward as Andre Green takes a shot but picks up the first down, though. Because now we got 1st and 10 coming up. Josh Johnson making some changes at the line of scrimmage real quick. As he'll throw quickly to the left-hand side. Gets it out to Terrence Tate. A first down before Bluffton decides to take their first timeout of the first half. Is now coming out of that timeout. They're going to try to throw it again here on first down. Throwing it to a different tight end. This is Sheldon Jackson, who makes his first catch of the day, an 8-yarder. As it makes it a much closer 2nd and goal now. As Johnson hands it off to Green. Breaks 1 tackle. Breaks 2. And finds the end zone. Touchdown, Beavers. Another case where we couldn't make the tackle. Guys are there to make the play. We just got to actually go and make the play. But that does mean that we are down for the first time today. Going to try to shake something here. Got a minute 30 left here in the first half. Let's see if we can go ahead and try to tie this thing up before we go into the locker room now. We do get the ball to start the second half, so that's good. We want to go ahead and try and get some momentum. I don't want to be acting like we're dragging ourselves up in there. As we got the no huddle going here. Going to throw it short to Miami Thomas. He's got a blocker. And also gets out of bounds. I usually don't like running that play, but this time around it works pretty decently. A 7-yard gain. As now Aaron Ball going to go ahead, go into motion. Matt Lewis will drop back, throw over the middle. Finds Aaron Ball again for another first down. We're getting him a little bit more involved out of the backfield. That's his 2nd catch of the day. Is now 1st and 10 once more. Matt Lewis dropping back, throwing it over the middle to Miami Thomas. We almost get the first down, but because we didn't, Earlham decides to take their 2nd timeout now. We only have 1 more remaining. As Matt Lewis now going to try to scramble. Throwing over the middle. Finds St. Wilhelm, who drops it again. We got to be great, bro. You have to hold on to make that catch. We even have conservative catching. And instead, it's 3rd and inches because we can't hold on to it. We tried to run for it, and surprisingly, we do get it at the very least, a 3-yard gain. We're down to the last minute of this first half. This is big for us here. We try to throw short to St. Wilhelm. He breaks off 1 tackler and picks up another 15 yards. Earlham in the red zone now, just 20 yards away from tying this thing up. Going short to St. Wilhelm, and he picks up another 6 yards right before going out of bounds as well. Matt Lewis is looking pretty good in the pocket, man. I definitely love what I'm seeing. As now we got 2nd and 4 now. Lewis throwing it over to St. Wilhelm, who takes a shot. Lit up like a Christmas tree, but hangs on to the ball regardless. So, and it's only it's 1st and goal now. Gonna run some time off the clock just in case we don't score on this drive. As Lewis trucks over a defender and is in the end zone. Touchdown, Earlham. And the Quakers. We're gonna tie this thing up, man. We're going to the locker room tied at 14 apiece. And we even get the ball to start the second half. Let's get it. All right, boys. Second half officially underway. Let's try to be great. This would be a huge upset win for us if we can pull it off here in the second half. As Caden Doman, he's getting a really nice return as well. You'll love to see it. Across our 35-yard line. That's exactly how we want to start off, man. And that's why we're here. Between that and the 3rd down conversions, we're 6 for 8 right now. As Lewis go try to run for the first down. No, throwing it over to Henry B. York. That's good for a 14-yard gainer. As now we got another 3rd down to deal with here a couple plays later. As Matt Lewis is looking around. Going to try to get out of the pocket. Finds St. Wilhelm, and he drops it again. You got to make those catches for us, boss. We got the conservative catching on for a reason. For catches like that. And we still drop it. But hey, we're on their side of the 50. As coach gave us this play right here. And we're going to rock with it, man. John Evans going to try to make something shake here, but does not get the first down. So a turnover on downs. We risk it for the biscuit. And unfortunately, there's no biscuit for us to go grab. And Bluffton has the football right back here once again. We need our defense to step up, man. It did a really good job in the first half. Let's see if we can keep that energy up now as we got him on a 3rd and 6. Doman Going to the other side. Going to find Bullock, who breaks the tackle. It's a foot race. Dane Slaughter can't get there in time. And that's going to be a touchdown for Jay Bullock of the Bluffton Beavers. And they will strike first here in this second half. And they now have a 21-14 lead. And now here, this is a big drive for us here, man. How are we going to respond? How are we going to deal with adversity? We turned it over on downs last time out and gave up a huge touchdown the other way. Let's see if we can respond now as Aaron Ball fights forward for the first down marker and gets it. A tough 2 yards, but it almost brings his yards per carry average to about 1 yard. It's 3rd and 6 now, thrown over the middle, finds Miami Thomas. He holds on and makes the catch at the very least. A 6-yard gain on the play. That's his 6th catch of the day. Now we got another 1st and 10. Going to try to sell him with this play action. It's been money today, and it will continue to be money as Michael Mason with a 17-yard gain down the field. The backup tailback coming in and making a difference for us here. You'll love to see it. As Lewis now on the next play, going to the fullback now, John Evans. He almost picks up the first down here as well, but hey, we'll keep it in the air. It's been working pretty well for us. As we try to throw over the middle, Jared Crosby, dangerous throw. But we still get it in there. We should have had that face mask called for us too, but guess we don't get those kind of calls unless it's our CPU doing it, huh? But instead, you know, we still have an opportunity to tie it here, man, as Miami Thomas gets us within a couple of yards of the end zone. Let's see if we can punch it in here. 2nd and goal. Lewis going, bouncing it outside. Gets in there. Touchdown, Earlham. Aaron Ball gets 6 right there. You'll love to see it. And it's all tied up at 21. Less than a minute left. Come on, defense. Let's make a stop here, man. That's not how it's supposed to be. Oh, no. Come on, boys. Make a stop. Make a stop, please. Andre Green finally brought down. We got to find out how to stop this kid. He's been running all over us a little bit today. As we got 1st and 10 again. Johnson got all the time in the pocket and finds Washington right over the middle of the field. Another 17-yard gain here once again. His first catch of the second half, but he's been feeling himself today. It's now probably one of the last plays of the 3rd quarter. It's a quick throw over the middle to Smart. He fights for the end zone. He's going to be dropped a couple of yards shy. And they're going to go into no huddle quickly, trying to get into the end zone before the end of the 3rd quarter. As they throw over the middle and finds Jim Jones in the end zone. Touchdown, Beavers. Josh Johnson's 3rd score. We're going into the 4th quarter, man. We're only down by 7. Our boys are still in this thing. We just need one play to turn this thing around. Come on, let's find it, boys. All right, man, 4th quarter, and honestly, it hasn't started well for us here, man. We actually go 3 and out to start the 4th. So now we're asking our defense, we need you guys to make a big play for us now. We really need it if we're going to pull off the upset here in conference play. Come on, boys. It's Johnson dropping back. He's got a clean pocket. Stop me if you heard that before when talking about our defensive pass rush. Now we got 1st and 10 coming up here. Looks like Glover going into the motion as well. Johnson drops back. He's going to scramble up the middle of the field. Gets hit by, looks like Kane Doman. He made the hit there, but still a 7-yard gain. We got to clean that up. Get a spy on him or something. What's the coaching staff doing? As now we got a 1st and goal to deal with now. Terrence Tate gets him about the 5-yard line. As on the very next play, Josh Johnson going to throw over the middle again. Tight window, but it doesn't matter. Jay Bullock with another touchdown through the air. And it's the biggest lead of the day for either team. First time we've seen somebody more than one possession. Now we really need the offense to step up here. We got to keep it close. We really need a touchdown right here, right now. As now we got 3rd and 12 going over the middle. Finds Pete Wise, the backup tight end, with a 22-yard gain. Let's keep it moving, gents. We got to get some first downs here. We got to get a score on this drive. As Aaron Ball, he's on the move, fighting for the first down marker. He gets there as well. First down for the Quakers. And they're in Beaver territory as well. As a couple plays later now, 2nd and 8. Lewis scrambling to the outside, gets it out to Jared Crosby. He picks up another 13 there on that one, as Earlham's on the move. Trying to take our time a little bit. Our offense is not built for the no huddle. As we try to throw to the outside again. John Evans making the catch this time. A dangerous throw, though. Got to make a little bit better decision than that, but at least it doesn't kill us this time around. As we cut to another 1st and 10. Going to try to throw over the middle. That's no good there. As now we got 2nd and 10 once more. Here comes Matt Lewis. So we go ahead, do the read option. He's on an open field. Almost gets to that 1st down marker as well. An 8-yard gain on that one. Matt Lewis down with positive yardage on the ground. You love to see it. As it gets to a 3rd down, let's make something shake, boys. Thomas going in the motion. Going towards the end zone. Adam Pitts is in. Touchdown, Earlham. Matt Lewis out here dealing today. And it's down to a 1-score game. And frankly, I don't trust the defense. We're going to go for the onside kick, but it's no good. We do not get the bounces that we need, unfortunately. And Eric Jackson's going to recover, and that's why I went for it. They've scored 3 consecutive drives here in the 2nd half. So I want to get it out of the hands of his offense. But for now, we need our team to step up. We need to get these guys off the field. As Johnson, he's looking, finds Andre Green over the middle. Broken tackles later. Caden Doman finally brings him down, an 18-yarder. As now we got a 1st and 10 here. Let's see what we got. Johnson again, dropping back to pass, completing it to Washington. We force the incompletion, but there's a flag on the penalty. Of course, face mask on us. They're going to get Jared Crosby, and it's going to be half the distance to the goal. So now they're inside the 15. We need a turnover, win to keep this a 1-score game, as Jane Bullock drops that one. That would have been 6. We're very fortunate right there. It's now 2nd and 10 now. We're going to try to run out the clock. We got a beat on him, though. We miss the tackle, though, and Green is able. We force him out of bounds at the very least, but man, would have loved that stop right there. And instead, 3rd and inches, Johnson gonna go ahead, find a read in the end zone. That's an offensive lineman that's beating us. Not that it wouldn't matter. We were called offsides anyways. It's a 2-score game now. And now we just gotta try to score quickly before we go ahead. Trying to make this a game somehow. Brent Outlaw breaks that one. That's incomplete. We need a miracle here, man. It's not looking good for us. Less than 2 minutes left. We gotta keep fighting, though. As Lewis will drop back. He's looking. Tries to lob it up for Miami Thomas, who's hit as he's thrown. And it's intercepted. The first mistake of Matt Lewis, who's been playing amazing today. Throws a pick. And that's how this thing crumbles, man. Bluffton going to beat us here again. 42-28. We had the opportunity, man. We were right in it the whole time. It sucks that we're going to have to go down like this. Let's go ahead and check out the stats for our guys, see how it all went down, and how exactly did the cookie crumble. So, another loss for us here today, man, but I'll tell you what, though. You can tell that this team doesn't have any talent whatsoever, but they sure play hard, and they play extremely scrappy, and it didn't go our way, but I really loved how we played in this game. We had 2 touchdowns on the ground and 2 touchdowns in the air as well. We even forced a turnover, and we only had 1 turnover ourselves. That didn't even happen until the 4th quarter, by the way. So let's go ahead and check out the stats for our guys and see how we did. So Matt Lewis had himself a heck of a game, actually. He was 36 for 50, 366 yards, 2 touchdowns, had 1 interception in the 4th quarter, but he had himself a really good game, man, for coming in as a backup. Much better in the previous game where he actually had to step in the 2nd half and couldn't even get a 1st down for us. So I like how Matt Lewis played, and he also did pretty decent on the ground, all things considered, not even having an offensive line essentially. He had a touchdown on the ground as well, same thing with Aaron Ball. As for receivers, the receivers had a ton of work today, and Miami Thomas was leading the way. He had the most catches out of everybody. He had 7 catches, with St. Volhelm and Henry B. York not too far behind. Henry B. York actually had the most yards. He had 79 yards on the day, but didn't get into the end zone. No, that was Adam Pitts, one of our tight ends, as well as Jared Crosby, who doesn't even play wide receiver. He plays over on the defensive side of the ball, but sometimes he steps in when we don't have enough receivers that are not tired. So Jared Crosby, he took advantage of the opportunity as well and had free catches for 27 yards today. As for that offensive line, we did have one pancake from Ben Wyman, but we also had a couple of sacks allowed by both Brandon Pierce and Nate Coleman. And then on this defensive side of the ball, I mean, it did what it could. It played really well in the first half, and then in the second half, we really couldn't get a stop, which is unfortunate because this is the best performance that our offense has had this entire season. And it wasn't even because it was garbage time kind of scores. We were in this game legitimately the entire time. As Justin White, he led the way. He had 9 tackles with Matt Reed not too far behind. We also had multiple TFLs today from Justin White as well, so I'm giving him the defensive player of the game off of that. Andrew Smith did force his sack, but it was when he was scrambling, so it wasn't for many yards lost. And then Thomas Hall had an interception as well. It's his first pick of the entire season, and it helped led to a very strong first half for us that kept us in this game as long as we were in it. So after the game, we do receive a recruiting update, and we find out that while we did get Matt Pratt to join the squad, a 62 overall corner, we do end up losing out on AJ McKenzie. He did decide to go to Mid-Tennessee State, so we will not be having his services for next season or for the foreseeable future, but it does feel nice to get another recruit to side with this Earlham football team. So while the moral victory of playing against Bluffton was nice for us, we still have another one added to our loss column. We're now 1-6, and now things aren't going to get any easier. Next episode, we're going to play against the 15th ranked team in the nation and the Manchester Spartans. They're 6-1 on the season. It's going to be a tough one, but I am ready for the challenge. And if you are as well, do me a favor and please smash that like button as well as hit subscribe. You have to be brand new to the channel and like what you see as well. This is John Jake Gaming on the mic signing off, but hoping that you all are out there having a wonderful day. Take care, everybody.